I confess, this was all done by Sanshu. Initially, Lin Yu hit Lai Kong and Lai Wu. Uncle Sen sent someone to connect the implied joints. Lai Wu and Lai Kong issued a bounty for assassination. Later on, all the assassins are dead. Lai Wu and Lai Kong are also missing. Sanshu suspects it was Lin Yu who did it. So I was ordered to secretly collude with Shi in the form of a challenge. The accidental killing of Lin Yu. Everything was arranged by third uncle. I was forced to do it. He spoke with tears and deep emotion, trembling all over. But the people around had indifferent expressions. No one sympathized with him. Instead, they showed a look of disgust. At this moment, young Master Lai looked resentfully at his nephew. Suddenly, he stopped pretending, laughed heartily. "It's what I did. It was me who did it. Just kill me. I only regret that I didn't kill you myself back then. Otherwise, how could there be today's ending?" He laughed maniacally. The head of the Lai family's expression changed dramatically. He was originally supposed to make him admit his mistake. But now, this is not a mistake in recognition. Clearly intensified the conflict. Lai family's third young master is still laughing wildly. Suddenly, I couldn't anymore. Looked down at his chest. There, the sword pierced through his chest. Left chest. Blood is flowing. You have harmed my heart. I have harmful intentions towards you. You have failed. I succeeded. You should be impressed now. Lin Yu expressionlessly drew her sword. With a thud, the third young master of the Lai family spat out blood. Xu and Mu Yu and Shen fall to the ground and cannot get up. He couldn't believe it until his death. Lin Yugen killed him. He took the initiative to admit his mistake, although the attitude was a bit arrogant. But he was originally an arrogant person. I've had this personality since I was young. Why can't you just be understanding and compassionate? The arrogance of a smile. Draw the sword and kill. It's too barbaric. The last breath dissipated. The third young master of the Lai family paid for his arrogance. Third young master, the head of the Lai family, had bloodshot eyes. Looking at my son lying on the ground, he shouted fiercely. This scene took everyone by surprise. Everyone originally thought that, just admit your mistake. Give me some compensation. This matter has passed. But who would have thought Lin Yu's temper was so fierce? Draw the sword and kill. This is too hasty and impulsive. It seems like all their experiences. It has all failed with Lin Yu. They began to reassess. This cold-hearted boy. Lin Yu sheathed his sword and smiled. He is so arrogant. Damn it. It is also a path to seeking death. I killed him. Is there a mistake? That's right. Lin Fan walked out. Shouted loudly. My elder brother killed someone. Everyone has their reasons. What is wrong with that? The head of the Lai family breathed heavily. The sword in my palm keeps wanting to be drawn out. But when I think of the presence in Lin Yu's house, he trembled and abandoned this dangerous thought. Killing Lin Yu is incredibly difficult. It could also cost one their life. The older I get, the more I fear death. He is an example. Lin Yu swept the crowd with her gaze. Xiao Dao, what my second brother said is correct. Someone is trying to kill me. If I do not resist, isn't he just a little mad? This matter. The mistake lies with this person. My elder brother killed someone, and not with me. I hope you understand. Humans have the nature to kill. Mo Guai Hu Si Ren. This death, everyone brings their own troubles upon themselves. Lai family head. What do you think? The head of the Lai family had bloodshot eyes. Mr. Lin Zio. You are right. You're right. Lin Yu looked at his appearance. But he laughed heartily. "Yes. What about you? Put down all the gifts. Then leave." He turned and walked into the room. Said, "Lin Fan," closed the door. Chapter 55. Counting the Harvest. This ending. To everyone's surprise, Lin Fan, looking at the tightly closed door, the head of the Lai family had a flicker in his eyes. Heartbroken, he harbored resentment towards Lin Yu. There is also self-blame for not properly teaching one's children. There is also the pain of losing a beloved son. He looked down at Lai Yuan, who was kneeling on the ground, gritting one's teeth, suddenly raised his palm. A loud sound struck Lai Yuan on the head. Bum, powerful palm force. It is not something Lai Yuan can withstand. Lai Yuan hasn't reacted yet. His skull was shattered with a single blow, fell to the ground and died helplessly. This scene made everyone sigh softly. Perhaps Lin Yu didn't kill Lai Yuan. I already anticipated it. Lai Yuan's fate is sealed. The head of the Lai family killed Lai Yuan. Deep down, I wasn't really happy. Instead, it was even more sorrowful. He walked towards Lin Yu's door, slightly bowed and prayed. Then a transfer of asset certificate. Put it on the ground. Then turned to leave. Seeing him leave, everyone automatically gave way to the head of the Lai family, cleared a path. After the head of the Lai family walked away, they just started to discuss. Sigh, what a pity. Lai Yuan of the Lai family, but the strongest genius of this generation of the Lai family. It's all fate. Once you're dead, there's nothing left. Who would have thought Lin Yu had such a temperament? Later, let's be careful. Do not bully others with your power. Take care of your own juniors. Otherwise, one day unexpected trouble might come. It's dragging us old folks down. Sigh, just thinking about my stubborn children. I have a headache. This time returning home, it must be thoroughly addressed. We can't let these guys ruin the shop. Everyone has their own realizations. I plan to go back after. Immediately warn the juniors. Do not bully others with your power. Don't take someone's life so easily. It has also been many years since it last appeared. Lin Yu is an unexpectedly talented genius. So many years. They have grown accustomed to being arrogant. Once the temper is let out, it's hard to take it back now. Now they are very afraid of those stubborn offspring. Just offend someone. Then it brings about a fatal disaster. His death doesn't matter. Just afraid of implicating the family. Understand these clearly. They also became anxious. I wish I could go home immediately. So everyone put their gifts in place, performed the bow, then turned and left. After they left, the entire inheritance will soon be a big deal. All the stubborn children have been grounded. Then began several months of educational work. All the wealthy young masters became honest. They even saw some, an extraordinary ordinary person, will actively make friends. Encountering a beggar by the roadside, everyone suspects it might be some kind of expert. This puzzled the citizens. They once soared with arrogance. How did you become so polite? The beggar who was once looked down upon. No matter what, people keep probing, wondering if I've become extraordinary. The most outrageous thing is the orphan who inherited. They have all been adopted by various prominent families. In an instant, the entire welfare home was empty. The teachers and director of the Welfare Institute were stunned. But this is also a good thing. They felt something had happened with the entire inheritance. But they didn't know the truth behind it. It can only be passed on as a rumor, spread in various ways, leaving people baffled. At this moment, Lin Yujian collected all the gifts into the house. Most of them are checks, proof of asset transfer and related documents. There are quite a few things scattered all over the ground. Lin Fan excitedly flipped through. Elder brother, the Lai family is quite sincere. Look at the Lai family. He directly donated 1/3 of his assets. Lin Yu also had a slight smile. The gift from the Lai family is the most valuable. The Lai family, as one of the top hereditary families, assets are spread throughout the city. 1/3. It's already a huge sum in the hundreds of millions. Well, this is a check for 50 million. Big brother, we have money now. There's also this thing. This is actually a rare spirit fruit, although it can only increase a little bit of mental strength. But it's still very precious. This sword is quite ancient. It looks very sharp. Lin Fan curiously examined each gift. It almost dazzled him. Shikshin didn't even glance at these gifts. Always sipping wine. That wine gourd is clearly not big. Yet how can one drink it all? Lin Fan leaned forward and asked, Master brother, you drunkard, could it be some kind of space artifact? The senior brother glanced and said, Don't disturb me while I'm drinking. Senior brother, is this really a space artifact? This time, Lin Yu asked. Shikshin put down the wine gourd. Xiao Dao. Indeed, it is a treasure of space. However, this treasure can only hold wine. It was given to me by the dean back then. Lin Yu asked curiously. Shikshin, do you have any spatial treasures in hand? Not available. Really? The dean actually has a spatial ring. Still remember the time when I killed a powerful figure from the wine stage realm. Vindlut. What do you want? First, let's kill a realm expert from the wine level. Then let's forget it. Not possible for now. The senior brother shot him a glance. No more talking. Lin Yu put away the gift. Put some checks together. A total of 16 million new Taiwan dollars. I plan to go to the bank to exchange later. Chen Kaiyan, other treasures. He planned to eat directly. Objects that cannot be eaten. Keep what is useful. Put aside what cannot be used for now. Seeing the objects that Zhao Qi can use. Just keep it for Zhao Qi. Sort out the good things. He first picked up the spirit fruit, swallowed it down. Suddenly, a surge of mental strength increased slightly, although not much. But talking is better than nothing. Pick up a fruit with thunderbolt patterns. Eat it. I feel like my resistance to thunder and lightning has increased a bit. It's better than nothing. Then he picked up the ancient sword. I saw 3 lives written on the ancient sword. Therefore, this sword is called the Sansheng sword. What an audacious claim! Besides money, the others are not very precious. Arrived at the academy, you only know what is truly a good thing. Elder brother Yao Yu said. Lin Fan put down what was in his hands, asking the way, Master brother, what treasures are there in the academy? Could you tell us about it? The senior brother said, You're not from the academy. Is it useful to tell you? Lin Fan mumbled to himself, made a cool lion expression, said, Master brother, can't you feel sorry for your little brother? Pitiful. You're just pretending. The senior brother remains unmoved. Lin Fan's expression changes quickly. The frown instantly turned into a smile. Shitty senior brother. Then I will also enter the Supreme Academy. How is it? Lin Fan was getting more and more off track. You are an external incarnation. Not even a talent. Which school are you attending? Give me this body. Just focus on fighting monsters. Lin Yu spoke. Stop Lin Fan from continuing to speak. Spoke. Senior brother, you should go out for a while. Master brother was in a daze. Smiled. Get up and speak. All right. I'm going to visit the Lai family. After Master Brother left, Lin Fan looked aggrieved and said, Main body, you're being too unreasonable, aren't you? I'm doing this for your own good. You don't want to know in advance. Is there information about the Supreme Academy? Lin Yu tapped his head, said, I don't want to. I really don't want to. Really, I don't believe it. Believe it or not. Lin Fan, HMPH. Lin Yu ignored him. Leaving home, went to the bank, exchanged the check for digital currency. After that, he spent a lot of time. Just received the assets gifted by the Lai family. In this way, the assets in hand have lost value. Night falls. With a creak, the door opened. I'm back. The voice of the senior brother came through. Chapter 56. Change of circumstances. Under the light, Shixing took a sip of wine, said, Someone was killed. Lin Yu let out a sigh, said, Thank you for your help this time, senior brother. I owe senior brother a favor. Shixing did not respond, still drinking non-stop. Lin Yu saw this, feeling guilty inside. It's clearly his own business, but it has to be big senior brother who takes on the responsibility. He was haunted by a sense of guilt. Senior brother, I know, the words are not yet finished. Suddenly, the senior brother took the wine gourd, put it on the table. A loud bang. The table unexpectedly shattered into two halves. Lin Fan saw this. With a sigh, Kevin, my beloved desk, you broke so badly. Lin Yu automatically ignored him, asking the way, Master brother, what exactly happened? At this moment, Shixing's face was terrifyingly gloomy, like the rainy gloom under a thunderstorm. He had a bad feeling. Lin Fan saw the two people between. The atmosphere was tense. Also obediently closed their mouth. Lin Yu's elder brother in her heart, having matters descend like an immortal from the heavens, having matters like a mischievous child in the mortal world. This is still his first time, seeing the senior brother so angry. He doesn't know the reason. Feeling the terrifying power of the senior brother. Feeling a bit anxious. The senior brother did not respond. The atmosphere grew increasingly tense. After a long time, elder brother let out a sigh. Gritting his teeth, he said, The Lai family deserves to die. Just 4 short words. As if poured into the sins of the Lai family, Lin Yuxin said, Something must have happened. He only asked senior brother, kill the head of the Lai family to eliminate future troubles. But it seems that Shixing has killed many people. If he were to kill him, the entire Lai family, no mercy for the old or young, all are killed. He couldn't bring himself to be so heartless. But the current situation, it seems a bit different. Senior brother, calm your emotions first. Then speak slowly. What happened to the Lai family? Lin Yu asked gently. The senior brother's expression. It's still very gloomy. Anger burned in my eyes. Calm tone, but my heart is not at peace. Said, Lai family colludes with Wang Lingjian. A few short words. The amount of information is incredibly vast. Blue Star, the human race is merely a minority in the world. Build 300 cities, occupying the territory of Blue Star. Less than 1 in 10,000, not mentioning the invading otherworldly races. Forces established on the Blue Star. The ferocious beasts evolved locally. It also makes it difficult for humans to cope. Every year, countless humans died at the hands of alien beings or fierce beasts. For 300 years, countless battles, large and small, human race and various races from other realms. The hatred runs deep, especially with the undead, the world of the sovereign Wang Linjian. Deepest resentment because of the Wang Lin creatures in this world, imagining transforming the blue star into Wang Linjian. The opposition of life and death. This is the most primal hatred. For many years, countless wars have occurred. All rise because of this sword. Their life family colludes with the human race's ancient enemies. How can we avoid making the senior brother angry? He and the sword god guard the Gixu, resisting creatures from another world, entering Blue Star. As a result, someone actually colluded with another realm. This made him extremely angry. This Lai family. He is a traitor to the country. Lin Fan was shocked, like raging waves. But what followed was, it is a raging fury. This kind of family, we must exterminate the clan. Big senior brother. The Lai family should be exterminated. Lin Yu also agreed. But Lai Zhai told him, you can't do this. He advised, Master brother, for caution's sake, the matter of exterminating the clan, let's leave it to the law enforcement agencies. This is a big deal. The Lai family is doomed. It's late. The Lai family has been wiped out by me. Senior brother's tone was surprisingly calm. Lin Yu and Lin Fan were stunned. As the senior brother with strength and status. Kill someone. Actually, it's nothing much. But the massacre of the clan. The impact is just too great. It's easy for people to use this as an excuse. Trouble with senior brother. Lin Yu expressed her concern. Senior brother. This was done a bit impulsively. Lin Fan also nodded in agreement. Said, but this is too careless. Chikshin. No, the senior brother only cares about drinking. Eyes glimmering. It shows that he is not at peace within. As a guardian of order, he has a deep-rooted racial complex. The killer tribe ultimately made him feel uneasy. He even doubted at one point. Is there still a need for the human race to be protected? That's all. What will happen then? I will bear it all myself. To punish. I admit it. His tone remained calm, as if not caring about this matter at all. Senior brother is very open-minded, as if life and death no longer mattered. The moment of the elder brother. It radiates brilliance. Admirable. Master brother, I won't let anyone take you away. Lin Fan blushed. Stubborn path, Lin Yu suggested. Master brother, if it really can't be done, just return to the void for now. The dean is present. No one dares to touch you. Lin Yu knows. The massacre had a significant impact. It may even affect the entire human race. Once there is a caring person, spread it out. If there are any harmful remarks about senior brother, this is detrimental to senior brother's reputation. It is a devastating blow. Even if it turns out that there are issues with the Lai family in the end, they will also be criticized by others. What are you saying? Genocide should not be the concern of a hero. It should be handed over to the law enforcement authorities. During this period, the human race was very united, but only in comparison to 300 years ago. We were just more united. Human clan. No matter the era, there are always some petty people. Ignoring the facts, attack the enemy. Thinking is determined by the butt. Dividing good and evil by factions. Chikshin, it might just become such a victim. These enemies, possibly from the enemy of the senior brother. It may also come from the enemies of the dean. The human race has never known peace. Unity is only relative. Lin Yu wanted to understand these things. My eyes are already clouded with tears. If it weren't for him asking the senior brother to do the task, none of this would have happened. Don't blame yourself. I will be fine. Senior brother, don't say that. Quickly contact Sword God Senior. He will definitely protect you. Useless. The law enforcement team has arrived. Before the voice could finish, the door was smashed open. The first to enter was a middle-aged man. He's genuinely interesting, eyes full of authority. It gives a sense of justice. He said, "Liu Yang, given your crimes, we need to detain you temporarily. Please do not resist." The law enforcement team's power is substantial, independent from the local government departments. No matter what crime event it is, they can all get involved. Moreover, they can detain first and investigate later. It is a department with very powerful authority. This time, they discovered the Lai family, the mastermind behind the massacre. It turns out to be Zhu Yan, the proud disciple of this sword god. Also fell into the trap of hatred. Should we catch it or not? In the end, I could only report to my superiors. The superiors can't decide either. Continue to report upward. Finally, someone gave the order. First, capture them. So, and this scene unfolded. Lin Yu saw the enforcement team, said, "Lai family colludes with Wang Lingjian. My senior brother is here to eliminate harm for the people. You can't capture the senior brother. Is it a collusion with Wang Lingjian? We need to investigate thoroughly. Currently, we can only see the incident of Zhu Yang's family massacre. The evidence is conclusive, undeniable. Junior disciple, don't worry about me. I can't die. Let them investigate. It will end soon. However, there is one thing that is quite regretful. For the next month or so, high school life, I can no longer stay with you. You need to practice diligently. I will wait for you at the Supreme Academy." Senior brother speaks very casually. Seems not worried at all about their safety. He stepped forward and put on the handcuffs. Then he left laughing heartily. Watching the departing crowd, Lin Yu's heart was very unsettled. Senior brother. Lin Yu looked up. Lips quivered. My destiny. His heart is filled with sorrow. Chapter 57. Reactions from all sides. Lin Yu is very generous with her spending. Lai family. This inheritance of a top family. Wiped out overnight. It immediately caused a sensation. Rumors in the community are varied and numerous. Someone said they were attacked by a fierce beast. Some say they offended a powerful figure. An entire family wiped out in a fit of rage. Some also say it was Lin Fan's senior brother who did it. In short, rumors in the market are a mix of truth and falsehood. Everything has become unreliable. The citizens only discussed it casually over tea and meals. Not too concerned about the truth, the extermination of the Lai family. For then, on the contrary, most people would feel fortunate, secretly curse and saying they deserve it. The poor versus the rich often lacks much empathy. Even if this rich person has helped you, you have fallen into despair. He will also mock you a bit. Moreover, the Lai family is usually arrogant and domineering. A family with a bad reputation. You wiped out the family. They are not here. You stepped on my grave a few times. That's considered polite. The Lai family deserves to be exterminated. Who made them so arrogant all the time? Domineering. This is all retribution. Someone is doing. The sky is watching. It's not that there's no retribution, it's just not the right time. You say it's not strange. The Lai family came forward to apologize to Lin Yu. The entire clan was wiped out right after. It can't really be Lin Yugen, can it? Unlikely. Lin Yu wouldn't go as far as to annihilate the family. This impact is too great. Moreover, he can't do it either. Forget it, forget it. not talking anymore, playing cards. The other side, the major factions received accurate intelligence. One by one, they broke into a sweat, feeling anxious in my heart. Liu family. Liu family's head paced back and forth in the room, feeling very worried. Hurry and investigate. Is there a next life? Domineering. Any offspring from such a family? All are returned to the family. Strict discipline. There is more. Don't disturb Lin Yu. Don't spread bad news about Lin Yu. The incident of the Lai family's massacre. There may be hidden circumstances. Lin Yu's support hasn't collapsed yet. Hurry up and take care of it. On the other side, Bai family patriarch. Bai Qianlang looked at the intelligence. The hand halted in mid-air. He exclaimed in surprise. The Lai family was wiped out just like that. At this moment, his father walked over, said, I heard from an acquaintance in the law enforcement department. Received some news. It is said that the Lai family secretly colluded with Wang Lingjian. Delusional resurrection of the late third young master Lai. Result: discovered by the senior brother Zhu Yang of the Supreme Academy. In a fit of anger, wiped out the entire family. Bai Qianlang exclaimed in surprise. Such a fiery temperament. Old Master Bai nodded. I have great admiration for Zhu Yang. Such a vicious and vengeful character. Who hasn't experienced this in their youth? As I grow older, his personality is becoming more and more smooth, acting against one's true feelings. But it is based on now. Yes, just like the temperament of the sword god senior from back then. It's just a pity. He fell into the hands of the enforcement team. Can this enforcement team handle matters impartially? Not yet known. Old Master Bai sighed. The enforcement team holds significant power. Its internal joints are incredibly complex. Is anyone taking advantage of this matter? Strike the reputation of the sword god. It's really hard to say. Bai Qianlang asked in confusion. Old Dad, can this law enforcement team really turn black into white? He is not very old, only in their 30s. Not like the Bai family patriarch. They are already in their 60s or 70s. Lacks such rich experience. The old master of the Bai family said, when the sword god was young, offended countless elites. They are not as powerful as sword master. But now, these people also climbed to high positions. You say, will they take advantage of this matter? Attacking sword god senior, huh? Sword god senior guards the chamber, in one battle after another, turning the tide. It is the human race, the top-notch warrior, beloved by the human race. But his opponent, not an insignificant person either. If we truly work together against him, it's impossible to win by fighting, but it can ruin the sword god's reputation. Disciple wiped out an entire family out of resentment. The reputation of this master. How can it be good? Bai Qianlang felt a sudden shock in his heart, quickly figured out the reason behind it. But still, unfortunately, it's so dark. He frowned and said, they shouldn't be that bold, right? Who knows? Old Master Bai sighed. Both fell into silence, regarding the development of subsequent events. They hold a pessimistic attitude. At this moment, a servant arrived at the door, knocked on the door frame. The two heard a sound, said, what is it? Elder Master. Master, there is someone outside named Lin Yu. I am coming to see you. As the voice faded away, both of them were stunned.